Hey everybody, welcome back to Nicollet Island Inn. I'm here with Chef Adam Drosky. I'm Peter Plain, one of the restaurant managers, and we are going to talk about wine and words coming up on April 14th at 6:30 at the Inn. We're going to feature the book by Albert Whitman about the architecture of Minnesota parks, and we've got some really great stuff coming up. So, Chef, what's the menu look like? What are we doing?
Well, we're starting off with a cured salmon salad with white asparagus, and we're moving into the dish that we're going to demo today, which is a cocoa butter braised pork belly, and we're finishing off with a caramelized pear bread pudding. So it's going to be very nice, and I think it's going to kind of beckon the spring that we're all anxious to see.
Absolutely. We've got the wines this time are going to be all from the Pacific Northwest, from Oregon and from Washington State. And I think the cool thing about Washington State is that they've got some amazing world-class red wine at about half the price of Napa, because all the hype's in Napa. There's some really great quality stuff going on in Washington. So we're featuring a Sokolblasser Pinot Gris with the first course, really nice and crisp, citric, going to go great with the salmon. And we've also got one we're going to talk about also today while Chef's showing the pork belly is a Cabernet Sauvignon from Hogue called their Genesis Cab. Really wonderful, pretty reasonably priced. You can find it a lot of places. It's very popular, very drinkable wine. And then we're going to finish off with a Riesling, which is going to be a late harvest style, so it's going to be sweeter, has some nutty peach, really amazing thing that's going to be perfect with the bread pudding. So, but we're going to look at the pork belly today. So, Chef,
so I'm going to start by just braising up a little arugula. We've got some roasted red peppers. We used the cocoa butter that we braised, that we used in addition to the pork belly dish, to also braise the arugula. So that would kind of give us a cross-pollination of flavor too.
Absolutely. So now braising is a kind of a new term you're seeing a lot in restaurants. So talk to me about braising. What does that involve?
It's usually low and slow. So a lot of times you would use carrots and onion, a good aromatic veggie mix, and then you sear your pork or your beef, whatever you're braising. I always deglaze with some kind of liquor, be it red wine, or we use Guinness today for our pork belly. And then you low and slow simmer for 2.5 to 3 hours. You don't want to boil, you just want a nice little itty-bitty simmer.
Nice. So I know braising was popular on Top Chef this season, so I know you've been doing it for a long time, but it just seems to be a buzzword I see a lot of lately.
Right. So. It also kind of harmonizes with a comfort food feel too. You know, braising is synonymous. Absolutely. So we've got our arugula, and we're just going to swing around the corner here, and we can start plating. We've got most of everything all ready to go, Paul. So we've got this is our porcini risotto. So we just took a little bit of red onion, some porcini some dried porcini that we reconstituted with a little bit of water, and then hit it with a little bit of truffle oil also. So this is our cocoa butter braised pork belly.
I know that braising sauce has got a little bit of chocolate, almost some peppers, almost kind of like a really kind of a different mole vibe to it.
Like a quick mole. So we're going to take that sauce, the braising liquid, we're just going to add a little bit around. And then got our braised arugula. And then Paul, I also brought something real special just for you because I know you're a big fan. We've got our pork belly that we've fried. So this is our crispy pork belly. So this will give it a nice little texture. And I know, Paul, you're a big fan of that.
So we've got some good flavors out of the sauce. We've got the soda. We've got the really tender braised pork belly. Some color from the arugula, and this nice crunch from the fried element.
Yep. So everything should really blend together. We added a little bit of chocolate into the braising liquid with the cocoa butter. So that's again kind of give us a double emphasis on the cocoa or the chocolate flavor there. So this is a nice dish to, like I said, to kind of bring in spring a little bit. It's a little on the heavy side, but I think it's going to be really nice with this wine. Yeah, and the wine, of course, this is what it looks like. You can probably notice it from liquor stores. I see it all over the place. It's really easy to find, but it's got some really great blackberry, cassis, chocolate flavors in it, coffee. So, and when this time we started with the wine first, because the wine, what's in the bottle is what you got. You can't really do much to it, but Adam's got some great skills and of taking what he tastes and then putting it on a plate. So we started with the wine, and then we came up with this, and it was money from the start. Yep. And that kind of is basically how we've been approaching these wine dinners. So we've got another great event obviously coming around the corner with Easter and then Mother's Day cook to follow. So come on in and check us out.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us today, and see you at Wine and Word.
Take care.